to pray for the Gambian population in general and the diaspora, that you grant them the willpower to exercise patience and to allow the due process to take its proper course. This we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Butiko. Council, if we're ready with this morning's witness, you may proceed, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, and members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with this morning's witness. May I ask that he be ushered in, please?
Thank you.
I, Baba Saho, do swear that I will speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Saho. Welcome to the TRRC. Are we having a problem with the technicians? The images are not coming through. Yes, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Saho. Welcome to the TRRC.
Good morning, Mr. Tan.
Mr. Saho, we do interpose interpretation in one of the local languages. Would you choose a local language in which you would want your testimony to be interpreted into?
Wolof or Manika?
Your choice. Yesterday we did Wolof, today we can do Mandinka.
Okay.
That's fine with you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have Mandinka interpretation, please. And as a matter of protocol, we encourage you to listen to the interpretation or to allow the interpretation to finish before you respond. We know that you are proficient in the English language, but don't be tempted to just respond immediately after my question. You have to wait for the interpretation and then you answer. We need to do that so that whatever is being said would be captured in the record and would also reflect itself in the transcript. Otherwise, the interpreters would have difficulty trying to decipher what is being said. Do you understand?
Thank you.
I encourage that we observe that discipline so that we can have a good record. You have just taken an oath to speak the truth.
Yes, I do.
I am sure you are aware that it's a crime, it's an offense in this country to lie on the oath.
Andung ako ajikita nyinna ko ye inkala mudala ko nyimulu atinyaldi tumalamene ye kalota ibina ila sedan rodira ina na kuma soto balofo.
Yes, it is also an offense to lie before the commission or to provide false or misleading information to the commission.
Anu hanin kabi luwa atinyala mfanam TRRC nyati ngola jantumalamene ye la kalota ibina ila sedan rodira ina na kuma soto balofo waranto ye kuma soto fo me alonko abe commission filindi lale obe muluwa atinyaldi.
Yes, I do.
Today we want to talk to you about a few things.
You
have been served with a notice of adverse mention. And the notice is just to serve you, provide you with information of allegations against you.
And later on in men detail wala nyindi ka itandi ko fannal la men yalon ko ito foto fannal la ko tumiro la te ka wollalla.
And to give you the opportunity to respond to those allegations.
And hanin ka bi wala sabu ye kuma nyam puri ka harjo fanan di fanna puri ye jabiro ke o tumiro la.
These are only allegations.
Minlam tumiro dronti.
They are not findings of the commission. So that's why you're given an opportunity to respond to them. Your responses and the evidence that you produce, together with all other evidence that have been produced on the particular issues that concern you, would all be analyzed by the commissioners with a view to drawing their own conclusions as to what is the truth. So you are also encouraged to provide the evidences that you have. In response to the allegations against you. In this commission, we try to pride ourselves with the fact that we value fairness to people who appear before the commission. And in that regard, be rest assured that the evidences that you produce would be given the due consideration that they require. You are called for two purposes. One is for you to respond to the adverse mentions. And the second is for you to help the commission to better understand the NIA and what used to happen in that institution. So that we can help reform that institution and make it fit for purpose. So that all the possibilities of abuse of power would be curbed. And the temptation or the possibility of it being used as a tool to subjugate people further would be removed or eliminated. Is that what I said? I'm not sure. So that it should no longer be used as a tool to subjugate people. Thank you very much. And so the areas of your adverse mention are as follows. That is the arrest, detention, unlawful detention, and torture of PPP demonstrators who were arrested in 1995. You've been also mentioned in the Balokante and Co. in their torture. Those are the captives or the captured rebels from the Farafenni attack. The next one is the torture of Ibrahim Barrow in the Lalo Jaite alleged plot.
Sabanyom mendola nyindiko tajiriya minketa Ibrahim Barrow la welem Lalo Jaite la kudeta bayri ngomen ya tumiala.
And the fourth is the 2006 Ndurcham coup d'etat.
Nani nya welem 2006 Ndurcham la kudeta bayri ngonying.
Those are the issues for which you adversely mentioned. But in addition to all this, we would want your assistance for the Commission to better understand the NIA with a view to coming up with practical and impactful institutional reform measures.
But hanin kabiwo kan ko tege mbelef la priyande ma ko tege na dogo nyingo no memo TRRC de isaje nga long te NIA la tamandre bulo ke la ko ke nyaadile andum ite la miro jebe londino la ko ke nyaadile NIA.
I see you have given up the felt hat and the dark glasses for this chapeau, sign of wisdom, so you'd be able to help in that regard.
Naje ko ye felt hat o landi ye ni morna fo dum bito be kala mako rolti pour kan ko no tentende ke sono yana.
Sign of wisdom.
O mu londo taman serol.
Age has caught up.
Kadu silang wulutilo selta santo.
So let's move on with the issues. Name, full names.
My names are Mr. Baba Saho.
Baba Saho lete.
Date and place of birth.
Born on the 4th of April.
April
1961.
1961 Samokono.
Whereabout?
Minto.
In Bondali Tenda, Fonyi Bondali Tenda.
Muluta Bondali Tenda sate wolto Fonyi.
Tell us about your education. In a brief rundown.
Kuma sutula kongdong ila londi karamani ya damuda mindola anfaya kumfa mindole.
Attended Bondali Primary School.
Na follow Bondali Primary Karamuto.
1968 to 75.
1968 kata 1975.
Went to Muslim High School.
Ndala Muslim High School.
1975 to 1981.
1975 kata 1981.
That would make you my senior in my alma mater.
Yes. Then 81 to 82 I worked with the Ministry of Finance.
Between 81 kata 82 la uchoko no ngado ko ke Minister Bundala menu marta banko na fulola.
82 to 88 I was with the Gambia College.
82 kata 88 ntartanu Gambia College
as lab technician.
Nketa technician woto ila laboratory kono ila lab kono.
88 to 94 I was with the Gambia Police Force.
About 1988 kata 1994 the Gambia la police no ku Bundala.
Stuff up to 1992.
Kata han for 1992.
Then I was redeployed to the NSS 1992 up to 1994.
Utumole yen saundi kata do ko la NSS kabo 1992 kata 1994.
1995 the NSS was turned into NIA.
1995 the NSS do ko bunda to falinka yelemandi utumolo iko je NIA.
I was with the NIA from 1995 up to 2005.
The NIA kabo 1995 kata 2005.
During these periods, I went to university, Westminster University in London.
Which Westminster University of London.
Studied diplomacy and strategy studies.
Namen karanje wolem hadamaya bunya bankunum bankutema monim motema aning bantala kunya lulanya.
At what level?
Tembe yuma fo tembe duma.
Diploma level.
Hani from fitata diploma makamoto.
I studied also senior and junior management courses.
Yo namara ro fanan do ku bunda maranya apalasi du mankolu na apalasi santonkolu tamandinya ngo fanan londo karan.
In 2011 I was fortunate to do an online course with the University of Econel.
Between 2009 alay makoy ngalondi karam ke University of Econel
on conflict resolution.
Wala keta fitinu lu banyati anim fitina dumba dubemo.
Political Tatarin and Fufus and allies.
Anin political finance sambanya jawulu la karola anin kafululu la karola ini menu be kankiling.
This does not include the other internal and external causes, short causes we are doing with the agency then.
Yo fanan kola wati sutun karangulu menu kake doku bunda nyin kono anin wati sutun karangulu do menu kake bantala.
Can you tell us the positions you held during your career?
Where?
The positions you've held in the NIA.
NIA je do bundal mara.
From commander?
From the beginning of your time at the NIA.
Kabo kulu damuta blato drong ya fulo do dameluto iseleta palaso luto nyame NIA bundala.
You've told us the education.
Yes.
So the education you did. Now tell us about your progression in the service.
With the NSS, I was with the analysis unit.
NSS la karola ntarta bunda menna wala ka kulu tame ke tenteng.
Could you tell us the relationship between analysis and the other sections?
Fo isa fono nye chokinyolo membe analysis ani bunda kotangola.
Analysis we did mostly on raw information that come to that office.
Analysis wala kakulu tenten damin kibaro na soton tanyamin drong afutatan toluma ntelika sinka o kibaro le jube ka koto jube membe lare nga koto ka tame funga lon ko keso moment.
Which units were the consumers of your analytical products?
Sidan ningal tolta fale jin kibaro ningal ya tame aliya koto be jube aliya lo membe je jumalle ke muna fangala.
The Director General.
Director General loku bunda kuntonko nga futandi wala.
Would it be given to the other units that are working on that particular subject matter?
Fo abe tilinal banka o kibaro nyim fananta kadi bunda dolla ko ko miano ko be NIA fa mi alon ko ye sulo so ta kibaro nyim ni naba.
I will do.
Yani mbuka olonde.
But if you were director at one stage of external security.
That's why I'm coming. Just allow me to land, please.
Answer the question.
If
just answer my question.
Yes, I was.
Good. If the analysis unit works on taskings, isn't it?
Nimbunda memo analytical unit ikadogo kening dogo detail nyame.
They are tasked to do analysis on a particular issue, isn't it?
Kadogo detail puru ye ko yirka ya jube ya koto jube kibaro nyin jube kula me alon ko wala detail nyame.
Yes. So when external security compiles raw data, raw information on a particular subject of interest to that unit, it sends it through the Director General to the analysis unit for analysis. That's the tasking, isn't it?
Ninyi bunda nyenyi kibaro soto ya tabe ya jube ya lo mun kibaro lebe ni ata fo ya tame ya di Director General fana ina murundi wolkan wol fana ya jube fo abuka ko wala nyam.
Yes.
So when the analysis unit conducts its analysis,
nimbunda men ka kibaro nyin tame ni ela do koke
and everything, which I imagine would include the credibility of the data, the credibility of the sources that provided the data, the viabilities of the threats, all that are contained in it, and the actionability of the information contained in it. Wouldn't that be the subject, in fact, of the analysis?
Ando kibaro
Isn't that what the analyst would do?
E kamengi wala nyindi kibaro nyim abota damento anu kibaro nyim fan akum ala musulo mulati fo ibuke nyati wala fam wala ba niji ni ba tamela ba.
Well, from my understanding with the analysis, we pick up sense and then try to collate X, Y, then we bring it together.
Analysis bundala de mtelulu yen sasi. Ko men futata man kawle jibe afannalu anen atukulu abelori nyame nimelu beju be na tame na bonyoto nkana wo kibaro buntu wotu mole ka kafunyoma.
I noticed that my question evoked a smile on you. You know exactly what I'm saying. The analysis involves the following. the reliability of the information provided,
kibaro men dita ala sabato nying kaw fanan korosile,
the evaluation of the sources,
andu men fa kibaro nyim fanan di ko fanan ko nying ka korosi,
the actionability of the information,
kibaro nyim fanan nying atamandi nabe tamandi la fanan ko fanan jubel,
and reliable conclusions to be drawn from the information in view of other information available.
kibaro nyim fanan ninga sorota fanan ala labandula nyim fanan ka jubele.
Wouldn't all that be involved in the analytical process?
Fo ni yirikaro be kala warano nin tentendro be kala fo nyim fanal be buka jube kibaro nyim kono ninga sotonda nana ta bundaro.
No.
Honey,
Are you serious?
See,
Okay, let's, okay, just a moment. Would you do a source evaluation?
kibaro nyim ninga nata folo alka kibaro nyim meya di folo alka alako nyim alka jube la falamba.
Would you do a source evaluation?
Me kibaro nyim di alka alako nyim jube la ba.
To evaluate whether the source of the information is a reliable source,
Ka jube ka yiga ka jube me kibaro nyim di fo kibar di la meya alko alako sabati la ba.
would you do a credibility analysis of the source of the information provider?
Kibaro nyim men dita fo alko fanan na kibaro nyim fanan alka jube alia tame alia jube ba fo kibar le me alko kibar sabati le ngam fo kibar sahari ngolamba.
Are you telling us that is not part of the analysis process?
For ilafta fulani la wokul woldate yirikaro nyim kono ba.
You just answer the question.
Yes, I am.
But is it that part of the analysis process?
Fo dabe tamero nyim kono ba kibaro nyim nalba tamela ma.
Unless you allow me to answer.
No, I will allow you to answer, but answer this question. It's a simple, direct answer. It's a yes answer or a no answer.
Silo di la priya jawi bar nyini karo so ne ari ngolti ha o hanilam.
If you have allowed me to answer, then you will know whether it's yes or no.
Look,
because
but just tell us first whether it's a yes or a no.
Fanyi foloro ninga do
Can you repeat your question then?
ako nin kibaro dital fali bukanyin jube meye kibaro dialla kibaro butanan damin fali bukawo dinkira koroso mari meye kibaro dialla fo nyimu lanna moleti bang wala fo mo silano nyin kibaro lale bang fo ali bukawo dinkira jube o kibaro butanan mo bundala saha fali bukawo jibe.
Okay, coming to la went to me kibaro kinam. Wala responsibility mowoti.
He's saying that
The author of the report is the person who should measure the informant, whether he's reliable, very reliable, or with us, we have the author's report with us. That report is what we analyze.
Nintele kibaro soto abotanan damin meye kibaro fono kinan aninga bota damin ikawtole jibe meya ayadi menna ikawle la ko jibe woto mole wo fanan kana kibaro futandin teluma woto mole mtol fanal sina kibaro nyinta ngana tenteng.
Have you ever done a course on analysis?
O karanke o ku bundala la bang ka kibaro ika tamé nyame bang.
An investigative analysis.
Wala anin kisikisiro bunda.
Have you ever studied that?
Fayo lomdu karanke la bang.
Let us move on.
Ronga tenteng.
Let us move on.
Tenteng.
Because clearly, it's a bit difficult. So I would not burden you further with that. But the point I want to make, do you accept that there needs to be some coordination and collaboration between the consumer unit and the analysis unit? By consumer unit, I mean the unit that would deal with the analytical product.
Isonta nyimna ko nyimbunda fulo menke kibaro nyim menke nafamu nafangal ani meni alon ko wala ka tame fo a jare lon pour nyimbunda fulo choknyolo e tare ita malte ma bang.
See, each working place has its method of doing things. Intelligence, you may say, is analysis department. It may be different from, let's say, Minister of Finance, their analysis department, or Agriculture, their analysis department.
Mosa fono anin kullo dinkarin tamandi bunda do fatatale ko seno bunda la kullo dinkarin wala na fulo bunda la kullo dinkarin wonin kanto nin tankada kullo dinkarin la tamandi nyalu fatatale.
So if you want to compare these different institutions, you may have some difficulties or some misunderstanding in it.
Ni lafita nyim bunda lu ngamen lu foten lafita walaw la kullo dinkarangulu Kenya kela pour que muliyandi.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Ase keno yakole ya kuo soto.
Tingi ngaro nyinjabilar no.
What was the question?
You see, the problem is you want to answer your own question to the extent that you forget the question that I have asked.
No, sir.
What is the question I have asked?
You said whether there isn't any collaboration between the consumer and the consumer.
And the what?
And the person who brings in the consumption.
That is confusing.
He who produces and to whom it is going to.
The question is whether there would be collaboration between the consumer unit, that is the unit that tasked for the analysis, and the unit that carries out the analysis.
Indirectly, yes.
And the analysis unit, their product, would as a matter of course be sent to the relevant unit to help advance their work.
Ni to leader doko ke ikela doko nyinta wewe kibaro nyinka bria tame ni foi pareta ikaila kibaro nyinta itala ya di bunda do me alonko wala jisula taw kibaro nyinna ko tanki.
No,
it would not be.
No. So it's sent to the Director General.
Kaki Director General there.
They will say we want thorough XY is missing in this particular thing. For example, they say XY is missing. Can we get the unit responsible to put it?
Ni yaton koli ya ni italiera tamero ke foye bandi ya ki suti ya wole Director General ti. Ufalang atelem banga na modo lamba ni sita yo jube wole ka ha alla nyin kibaro men aliyata me ni mantara jede wala ni mankita jele mawluje butu isina mo tentendi te lafta la nyami.
What you have just talked about is the review of the analytical product.
Yemen fo jang wala minti ko rong ke o kibaro nyin ko wala ni ya bum ni ya tame fo ya tentem fo pare dai kana korosi ku kele e wala fo jang.
You send the report to the Director General and he would look at it.
E report on samba kordatio ya afana yesi aya jube.
Would the report filter down to the unit that has requested for the analysis?
For report on fo kanana di bunda do la me yalan ko wolle kanin ro kala ba wolle sura tala ba.
If there is any research to be done, yes.
Ni ayatara doko ibas alas kunya la sula da sawndilale. Ha ikawkele.
I would leave this and proceed. Mr. Witness, is quite clear. Analysis is done
tamero kibaro tameta la tententa
for the purposes of drawing findings and conclusions.
Lilo kan wala nyinti ko me alon ko wolbe fuduri mo kibaro nyin kono ka beta me ka ke bondi nyokono,
and for the formulation of hypotheses.
Saje sinana be ka funyoma ya di ya ke kibaro timi alon ko kibaro sahari molem.
Isn't that the case?
Fo wondan ko la nyati.
Are you telling me?
I'm asking you.
Whether that's the case?
Yes.
Yes.
Ha wala.
So you form hypotheses, you draw findings, and it is kept somewhere at the Director General's, and those who tasked for the findings and the hypotheses are not made aware of them. Isn't that a waste of taxpayer money?
No. You see,
So madu akamenyini ngawla nyindi natili ya la tamero ke foka pare kana yene de kana soro be janne nali ya la tamero ke foye bandi silang Allah tamero kola atelna tamenji je afutata director general ya wulum sutioti wul funali ya jube silang boku bunda kotalo fanna kotalo me ya lon ko wulle sulata o kibarola fo abuka futa wuluma banga munte ka landi director general la office wala nyama banga e tuje ako kaatu akafo wala ko wo munna mu jola la koditi nyaleti kaatu bunda men sulata la nama mfuta wuluma woto na fatala.
Okay. Nko hani. Yes. Nko hani kaya ko ino. That final report from the analysis, Director General Tamodi.
Yo, wala mindi ko bitum Allah tamero na kita fabanta Director General Talawoti. Okay.
Muno sa wala mindi ko na jita duma.
The reason for that is when it goes down, somebody else might see that report who shouldn't have seen that report.
So final report from the analysis strictly for the Director General.
Final report from the analysis is strictly for the Director General.
Did you listen to yesterday's testimony?
No.
Ani?
You are on the oath.
Yes.
And if you have, we would be able to tell by the end of the day. Let us proceed. You left analysis and you went to where?
Wala mnyitibiri la palaso falling ibota tamero bundale kafadame analysis ye samba section jumantu bunda jumale to koteke.
By the way, do they teach analysis at the NIA?
NIA fo nyinki baro ni ka tame nyame ani ka tenda nyama fo ke karandi NIA ro.
Yes. People are sent on courses for us for that.
Nikamulu ki karamula le purwo.
But you never did anything.
I just did it briefly with the NSS.
Perhaps that's the reason.
The analysis, I think, if I'm not forgetting, if my mind can recall, I went to the investigation unit, or I can't recall definitely. I can't remember from there where, but I know I went through all the other departments.
Analysis to women tata kisikisiro bundala bari aseken hakilo yebo bari bundalu menu bije ngawo bundalu be male.
In fact, your work during that period at the NSS, at the NIA, for instance, you from 1992 to 1994, that's when you worked at NSS.
In 1990 to 1994,
so about 3 years.
Yeah.
92, 93, and 94.
94, and the coup happened.
Maybe 2.5 years. And then it became NIA. And NIA, you worked just up to 96, August 96, 2 years.
NIA, August 1996,
and then you were moved to the UK.
In UK, Angleterre, Bangkok.
Yes. So, but within the 2 years, do you recall which units you worked at?
The investigation unit.
And who did you work with?
My immediate boss was Mr. Fodebari.
Mr. Fodebari.
And who else did you work with?
I was there with Baba Dindin Jobate.
Baba Dindin Jobate for Nambije.
We are the senior officers there then.
We
had operatives under us.
Between Dokula and
you were third in command, or?
Yes. I was the same rank with Baba Dindin.
Yeah, but same rank, there is still seniority, isn't it?
Yes.
So he was senior to you?
I believe so.
Okay. And you people worked very closely, didn't you?
Yes, we do.
I know you speak very softly. Speak up.
Yes, we do.
There is a lot of fire under. Speak up. You developed very close relationships.
Professional relationship, yes, we do.
I see you are very quick to box it into professional relationship.
You see, again, it's language. Depends how you hear it, how you perceive it. So I'm sorry if that should offend you.
No, Mr. Saho. There's nothing offensive about that. And I do not too quickly take offense on things. This is not about me, this is your testimony. We take what you say very seriously. And we listen intently to what you say. And that's why I could not help not underline the word you used, because you qualified the relationship. Professional relationship.
Professional relationship. The
truth is, you developed a very close relationship with Mr. Barry.
Mr. Barry ale hadamaya kendabale chokinyotema.
That's true.
In fact, you would find yourself in most of the operations or activities he was involved in during that time.
And what Jamal beje ike fanje do ku Jamal kono me alon ko ada katara kono le.
No.
Ani, well, the evidence would speak for itself.
You
are like hand in glove. Always together. That is what used to happen during those days, isn't it? 1996. 1996. Yes, from 1994, 1995 precisely, and 1996.
1994, 95, 96.
You agree?
Yes.
Fantastic. So then in 1996 you went to England.
1996
Yes.
When did you come back?
1998.
1998
And you continued to work at the NIA until when?
Up to, because when I came in 1998, I left sometime 1999 for another course.
1999
I came back here, it was around 2000.
Actually,
my being at the NIA when I left London, if I should recall, there was never 2 months that elapsed without me going out for a course.
Kindly tell us where you worked from 1998 onwards.
1998, I came back to the NIA. I was attached to, I think I was deputy director.
1998 brings it in a Muruta NIA,
Internal security, under internal security.
Intelligence director Kanto Nintankada, Konoto, Kenya.
Would you accept that the rise was very rapid?
Foisi sonyi na ko palasi lafa nyinga tariatale. Itela palasi lafa. I didn't see it that way.
You did not?
Yes, I didn't see it that way.
What level would be deputy director? In the scheme of the civil service, what level would be deputy director?
Director no lanko arnyana tarla level jumalto.
I think it's grade 9.
Grade 9 for grade 10.
Wouldn't that be, say, the level of principal assistant secretary?
For the kela makamo member kela principal assistant secretary.
I wouldn't know.
Mr. Witness, how could you not know? Grade 9 would be the level of councillor.
Grade 9 makamo member kela councillor.
Yes.
And councillor would be the level of principal assistant secretary.
Principal assistant secretary
Thank you for that.
No, you know.
I don't. Yeah,
You work in the public service. You know these things. Let's cut the pretense. You know these things.
I said I don't know.
First secretary would be senior assistant secretary.
Secretary
Grade 8.
Grade 8.
But I was first secretary when I was grade 9.
Secretary follow to bring the grade 9.
That is just the designation, but for councillor should be grade 9.
9, yeah.
Grade 9.
Right. I was once councillor, I was once first secretary. So it's the level of principal assistant secretary.
Principal assistant secretary
and you have not been in the service, you've been in NIA only for 4 years.
Remember, it's a connection.
2 years before NSS.
Yes.
So in 6 years, from an ordinary operative.
Not an ordinary operative, I was a commander in NSS.
NSS la Carola
to deputy director.
The commander Palace.
Even at that, in 6 years.
Scott's making, I put it that way.
Okay. I raise these things because there ought to be a system in the public service. There ought to be a system of promotion that is tied to competence, and education. Don't you agree with that?
Which I have.
No, I'm just saying, do you agree with that?
I do. This is why which I have.
Do you realize that under the rules, before they were broken any which way, to be a first secretary, you should have a first degree?
First degree.
I don't know. No, which you did not have.
Again,
did you have it?
Yes, I don't.
Okay, let's move on.
No, excuse me, sir. You see, with us education is privilege. No, you have your first degree, second degree, because you are privileged too. And I may influence my first degree or second degree because I'm not privileged due to circumstances. So please, I'm asking him not to, because to me it's an insult.
Mr. Saho, is it an insult to you that you don't have a first degree? Is that an insult to you?
Yes.
Well, if that is an insult to you, go and get the degree. But I cannot see how on earth that could be an insult.
No, you see, what you are saying is, my understanding of what you are saying, Mr. Fall, is I should not have been a first secretary because I didn't have that. That's my understanding.
No. All I am saying is that you had a rapid promotion. You denied it. I showed you
I what denied it, sir.
Well, you denied it.
I said that's God's making. To you it's rapid.
No.
To me it's not.
Mr. Witness, let us proceed. My role is to bring out the facts. And I do not bring out the facts to please you or to please anybody else. I bring out the facts and show them exactly how they are. We have to fix our country, and in order to fix this country, we have to bring out the facts no matter how inconvenient they are.
Kaseden kuma kan bondi le pour me alon ka man kenyi ndim ka bondi le pour me alon ko wala bete na fala mbuka bondi membe na fala ka bondi men ka pour kuma kan findi nyin banko nyin anyana kala kulet banko me alon ko nyanna da londi la sila la me alon ko sila tilindi walti.
The problems in our public service is due to great inefficiency, and that inefficiency is as a result of the incompetence of personnel within those places. I'm not directly referring to you necessarily, but I'm just showing that people have been put in places and they do not have the requisite academic qualifications. It's as easy as that. It doesn't matter who is caught in that.
Koleyamen nata je banko kan wolem palaso dita molila ma fete kumode bara dita modol la melu ma makamo soto ima lodula soto ima londo soto adum purka kolu tembende kado ko ke anyama nyim banko kan foye falin amunta ina mana sodi itere la adisu no lala kumo koto mu woleti woto fongo je na tilindi na tamandi ko sartolu ya kanin nyamin ndebe silole fokan bara manka ko na wulite ko kamba.
So if you caught up in that, I really do not apologize for that. I am sorry. That is the situation. It's not my fault that you do not have the degree required. It's not my fault.
Ni we mutadun fanan ise haketo amanke ntele ngakede ni misali kama mo degree follow makamo sotong amang sababu ntela ndemo woke bari bitun natara natake kuti mentata fute itema ila karola isi haketo bari kule me yalon ko funga bondi nga sene yanda ilankenama.
I can see why you feel a little offended, simply because if comparing yourself to everybody else at the NIA, you have made considerable effort to even go to Cornell University.
Ajibe ngalo muna nafang akonyi lafta inyo kuyala wala ke dimi niye fawni modolu la minbe NIA alla makamol nim palaso la karola wada lilo le ya sabu albu yesino so pour kata hani fo Cornell University oto wobe ketale.
But Mr. Witness, the problem we've had with this institution is the culture of people who work there, in the culture of recruiting people who had no qualifications. What we've seen is even people with less than secondary 4 have become commanders at the NIA.
Na ado menje NIA welem kamolu ta kapalaso ludila anin kamolu ta do ko la men ya lonko ima londo soto kadunga molu jele melu keta commandati me ya lonko hani secondary 4 londo fango ima soto yo no wolu nyol lejiji o dalilo le ya sabu funyi lankene marolu be ke pray koy.
So let's move on in
Council, just before you move, I just want to remind witness that one of the tasks been given to us here in the Commission is to formulate recommendations for institutional reforms. We can't formulate those things without knowing where the weaknesses lie, things that contribute to some of the difficulties that we've gone through for the past 22 years.
Okay.
They are related to institutions. Oh, sorry.
Chairman mem fajang wala nyintiko do ko men dita TRRC la ye sasi menna wala mukado ku bundalu la lanya ni tanyalu jube dinkralu damane yalon ko nasidalu ketaje munayo nasidalu sabu fongolu nyini ayeje pour nyin kamala falindiro sike nasidalu sotontalun damin fo kolu seita koma nsiwolu dada ay tembe ay betay sajen tewnyo sayin komo sotonna kotake nyin do ko nyin kono wayri yentali sasi wonela wala do ko timbe menta mande kampur ka bebo nyoto ay senya.
And in looking into that, we are not insulting witnesses that come before the Commission.
Nino jibe amanke ko nka sedolu nenne mennu kanajal nendirteng bar fuma tembedal ni makamo lu longe bo nyoto meye men sabu fuma long.
Some of the things that happen, appointing people without the essential background, contributed to a lot of difficulties before.
meyo sabu fanan ye modol leta ye ke makamol nim place wolto men no tambita andu mol nata ke moluti ima londo soto ma do ko samba nyalo e man fen lonje o nasidalu nata soto bundalu nyol lela mbe borika o nasidal lela pour sinin samo ndel bina ya maro mel londi la pour ka falimu nati ka kolu tembendi fangolu long folo nyimine nyin sabu mbe wala kisikisirola.
With that objective in mind, Council has been asking the appropriate questions.
Mayri wala muntulu hammoti pour que kolu lankene ma ay jaba kese woto dalilo le ya sabu Council do nyinin kar fasolula ama wuli kamfandir kama ma wuli nendir kama pour que wo jaba keso ka woto ay senea nga long même moment.
Council, you may continue, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let us proceed. I see a little bit of a contradiction in your statement. 1996 to 1998, you were first secretary or second secretary?
London, first secretary.
And in Nigeria?
Second secretary, because there is no first secretary post there.
So you were demoted?
My job. If I should be said like you are a protocol officer. That's my job. Attaché, please.
I understand.
Okay.
I would leave it at that. For some national security issues.
Thank you.
So I leave it at that. You see, we pay attention to all these things.
No.
All right. So in 2000, when did you deploy to Nigeria?
Nigeria?
To the embassy?
For embassy,
do you mind if I make...
Please.
August 2000.
August 2000.
Good. And you returned when in 2005?
2005
or rather 2002?
2002.
About 2002.
2002.
2002 mafamula.
And what position did you hold in 2002?
2002 biri murutana yema kama jumale soro muta.
If I can recall, I was Deputy Director, External Security.
Hakilo Mambo, Director Nolanko, men ikafal bunda me internal security, ulam kanto nin tankada saman external security, kanto nin tankada maro bang Gambia banko nin bantalo tema.
Until what time?
Wati juma, banka mo bebulu.
Until late 2002, 2003.
Hani for 2002 bandulato wala 2003 juna mafamala.
I was given the position of Director, External Security.
Director ya makamo dinna puru kanto nin tankada banko anim bantalo tema.
2003.
Yeah, 2003.
2003.
So that is, you have reached the level of director in 10 years.
Muntai furata director makamoro sanjita ngokono.
Yes.
Ha.
And then what happened? For how long did you serve as director external?
Wati juma itarta makamoro director external director memata bantala bankol temoro.
2005.
2003 for 2005.
And what happened in 2005?
I was terminated.
2005.
Yen na do ko to kunfa yen dahandi do ko wala.
Why?
Mune osabu.
I wouldn't know.
De nte malo mune osabu.
It doesn't just happen. There would be something that would precipitate it. Whether you agree that it is justified or justifiable or not, there is something that would precipitate it.
Not in those days.
Kule ka sabu akatako anisilo tata wala anisilo manta bari fokuye ke adoyata nyonyendi fokuye ke mensi palasu mensa sababu hanfo ye mari bonde do kola.
Not in those days.
Ode o mandali kala wotilo lula.
What used to happen in those days?
Munda ka ken wo jamano la.
Nobody will tell you I'm being terminated or dismissed because of this is what they told me. I for one, I cannot.
Utembo ni bayi buka fo ye bayi ne kan wala na mari ta satan wala ko bayi ne kan wala ngani ne ke akata kiwo de nta kiwo de nta fono la munan na yembayi.
Mr. Witness, if you dismissed from the service for no reason at all,
I was not dismissed, I was terminated.
You were well, technically they are all the same. Technically, the end result is basically the same.
Yes.
The difference is the benefits.
Let's
put it in generic terms. You were removed from your job.
Yes.
Do you know why? I'm not asking what you were told. Do you know why? What is the underlying reason?
I don't.
Where you are director of external
security.
Were you removed alone?
Yes, sir.
At the time?
Yes.
At this, before this, where was Fodebari?
In Janni Waro, Fodebari Benumbi.
When I was not with us, it's either with the police or NDA. I cannot remember, but it was not with us.
Otembo until nin for the mantara do kola. Abetala police le wala NDEA. Baridal Otembo until na mantara nyoka.
But by 2002, he was director of internal security, wasn't he?
By 2002, sound kono atele munu director memanta kono tankol Kenya.
That's true.
And you are director of external security.
Yes, I was.
The yin and the yang. You would agree?
Peter and Paul, yes.
Exactly. You said it. I said
I said, this is how they call us, Peter and Paul.
It is formula between the Peter and Paul.
Well, some call it partners in crime.
Unfortunately, we didn't have that name.
Well, Peter and Paul, yin and yang, partners in crime, it's all the same thing. Anyway, we will come back to that one. So he was removed in 2003. I think he was brought back, and you were removed in 2005. I hope I'm not muddling the dates.
2005,
Okay, and when were you brought back?
2006.
2006.
Briefly.
What is to do?
But even at this time, Mr. Barry was also out of service.
Mr. Barry fanang ya bondi do ko nyi
I believe so.
Both Peter and Paul were sacked.
Peter and Paul go by.
Yeah.
And Peter and Paul were recycled and brought back.
Between Peter and Paul saying Murundina.
That's true.
On the same day,
On the same day,
by the same person,
by the same person,
for the same purpose,
for the same purpose, yes.
to come and extract confessions out of alleged coupists.
No, to come and help in investigation.
But officially it has to be couched like that, isn't it? Officially, it has to be couched like that. Come and help these investigations.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I think it's a convenient time for the coffee break. Mr. Chair, may I ask for once, or for the second time, that the witness surrenders his phone to the usher. I don't want any communication between the witness and people outside during this period.
My phones are not with me, they're in my car.
Well, I just want to be certain that the phones are not available to you.
They are not with
so
me.
Could you surrender the phone to
Can you hear me?
the usher?
My phones are not with me.
They are in the car?
Yeah.
No,
I give it to Saho.
or to Saho?
Saho, yeah.
Ah, okay, then that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. They are in our custody then.
That's all right. We will take a coffee break and come back at 12 noon. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
When me touch down, better broke down.
Gamtel G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's so she became mine and see the
For all your pastry, bakery, and quality food, CK Restaurant is the only place to be. We do catering for birthdays, weddings, and all related services. We have all kinds of local foods, American, European, and even beyond. Come and have a taste of our local juice, ebe, and other services. At CK Restaurant, customer satisfaction is our priority.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek. Loo lañ soxlaati rek. Maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw fii ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen wane dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen ne lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skin care products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentey tamit si ay dàll man waaye man nag skin care mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold Tomatine I mean the list can just go on and on and on and on lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox skin care plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes you know fragrances men's shirts accessories we do dresses as well we do blouses I mean we do shoes name it we do them Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection zero task fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi taas kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème yu picca boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii